Hi, guitar mates. I hope you are doing very well and welcome to my new video. Now, if you are a regular follower of the channel, you will know that recently I did a lesson looking at the song Southbound by Thin Lizzy. You know, it brought back such great memories of listening to Thin Lizzy when I was a teenager back in the 70s that I decided I must do more lessons by Thin Lizzy. Now, I wanted to do a song that really showcased them as a band, and I couldn't think of a better song than the Cowboy Song, which is also the title of Phil Lynnett's biography. Now, what would you choose? I am probably going to do another 3 songs by Thin Lizzy, looking at them in depth like I've done with the previous 2. And I thought it'd be a great idea if you was to suggest the 3 songs that I should cover. So what I'd like you to do is put down in the comments 3 songs that you would love to see me cover by Thin Lizzy. I will go through all the comments and I will pick the 3 most popular songs that you have suggested that I do as a lesson. Now, in this video, we will be looking at all of the rhythm guitar parts and the harmonies. In the premium channel, I'll be showing you how to play both of them great solos. So let's get into it and let me show you how to play the Cowboy Song. So let's get things started, and I'm going to show you how to play the opening section, which was played on a clean guitar. Listening to Scott Gorman reminiscing on a recent video that I was watching, he said at the time when they recorded this song that Phil Lynott was obsessed with the whole idea of the Texan cowboy, and he wanted to get the feel of the cowboy sitting around the campfire at night, and I think he really did capture that. So what I'm going to do is just play it through and I'll show you how to play it. So it goes like this. Now he would repeat that round a second time, and on the final time when we end on the D, we then go into the intro section, the harmony section. So let's just go through the chords. First chord that we're playing is an A chord, and we're just going to move down through the arpeggio. Now, I'm going to be playing this with a flat finger. You could play it as a standard A chord, but really the way I see the chords developing, I can really see this just being played as the first finger just lying across the chord there, because we don't touch the high E strings. So we're just going to arpeggiate down, straight through the chord, finishing on the B string. Then we've got this little kind of click on to the D string, so the 3rd fret. Now you could do it as a kind of, or a. So we're just hammering on and pulling off like that. Then we move to an E chord, and again, he's only playing the bottom 3 strings. So this is why I say that movement is just the finger moving up 1 string. So we're just holding down the 2 and 2. So we get this. Doing the open E, A, D, back to the open E. Then we get this little line here. We're going on the A string. We're doing a 2 to the 4, which is a hammer on. Move across, or just still holding your finger down. We got 2 2s on the D string, and then back to the 4, to the 2, and then to the open E. Then we move across, we've got a bar chord F sharp minor. Now you can arpeggiate it down. and just play it. Again, when I saw Scott Gorham doing that, he was playing just kind of stroke down the chord, but you could just still arpeggiate it to an E major chord, straight down to a D. Then we go back to the A again. Exactly the same. Now this time we're going to move up to a C sharp minor 7th chord. So we've got a bar on the 4th fret, and we are playing D6, and then our 2nd finger plays B5, and we're going to use our little finger on the E7 and just arpeggiate that one. Then down to your F sharp minor, to the E, if it was going round, or you repeat the whole thing. E, F sharp, E, D, A, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, and then. So now we're going to look at the harmony intro section played by Brian and Scott. First of all, we're going to look at what Scott was doing. So his part goes like this. So we're starting it off on D7. We're going to play that twice. Across to A5. Then we go back to the D7. Down to A4. Back to the D7. Then we cross over, and I play my 3rd finger for doing this. We're going to go down to E7, the low E7. Then we're going to play E5. Then we've got O open string to 2, back to the open, and then the power chord. Then we go back and we repeat. Now, if you've looked at any tabs for this song prior to this lesson, you will notice that they've been showing it different. They've been showing it like this. They've been showing it like that. And that's the way I've gone about learning it, until I discovered a video which was done by Scott Gorham, and he was talking about the Cowboy Song, and he showed it like the way I'd done it, where you didn't go back to the D string and you put more of a kind of a click into it. Now, call me stupid, but if Scott Gorham is showing it that way, I would tend to believe Scott Gorham more than I would tend to believe the tablatures. However, I'll leave it up to you to decide which one you prefer. Do you prefer going back to the D string, or do you prefer clicking away quite pleasantly on that A string? Now, with that information in mind, I have then put together what I believe that Brian would have been playing as the harmony, and it goes like this. And what I've got there, I'm playing, starting off on the D7 again, going across to A9, back to the D7, A7, back D7, across to E10, E9, open string to the 7, open string. Then bang. And that would give you both of the harmonies for the intro section. Right, so now we're going to look at the verse section, and first up we're going to be looking at Brian this time, because he plays the main part of the rhythm on this. So I'll just play it through and then I'll break it down for you. So it goes like this. So what are we doing now? Well, we are starting off with an A5 chord, and we're doing this kind of status quo rock and roll boogie. So I'm playing on the A, I'm holding down, I'm playing the A string, and I'm playing the D string. I'm holding down D2, so an A5. And I'm playing, just bringing down that finger on the D4. Going to the E on the and of the count. 1, 2, 3, and. Same thing then on the E5. Going to an F sharp minor. Now we do no boogie style on that. We're going to go 2, 3, and on the and we got an open string to a D chord, and now all we're doing on the D, we're just playing a standard D chord, but I'm going to bring in the G4 back to the A. Then we move up to a C sharp 5, down to the F sharp minor. So instead of the E on the, what we did the first time we went to the E, you go into a C sharp. Would be a C sharp minor 7, but Brian doesn't play that. He just plays it as C5. To an F sharp minor, it's pretty usual. Go into the open E. Then repeat. Now, you play that actually well, you play what I've just played, you repeat that all again. But on the last one, when you hit the D, you don't do 2 of them. You would do, normally we go, we're only going to go, and then we bang. So you are playing it in a sense 4 times, but remember you're changing every even number. Instead of going to the E, you're going to the C sharp 5 chord on that progression. On the D chord, right at the end, you only play half the bar. Then you're back into the intro harmony section again. So that is what is being played by Brian. Now, when we look at Scott, he kind of accents the chords a little bit. So he starts off and he's going to be playing like this. But he plays that. Goes back to the A. Now he plays a C sharp minor 7. So that's what we have Scott playing over the verse section. Put the 2 together, sounds real good. with them accents coming on the chords and that use of that C sharp minor 7. Sounds real nice, so it does. So from there we go back and we play the intro, the little harmony section, then we go back into another verse. Now after verse 2 we have another harmony section, and then it goes into the first of the two solos. Now just to show you how good these solos are, check out this preview.
Running free with the buffalo, yeah, I go.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, the next part of the song, which is the guitar solo sections, is available on my premium channel. So why not check out that link below? As well as the solo lessons, the premium channel has full tablature and backing tracks and guitar profiles like the one I'm using here today. So do check it out. Well, I'm going to let you go, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments on your favourite Thin Lizzy songs in preparation for the next Thin Lizzy deep dive lesson. But until then, I'll speak to you again real soon. Goodbye.